It's the leader. He's the wizard. He's forcing the mouth open.
Well, stop him. Kill him or something.
My dagger is gone. You kill him.
Not me. It's bad luck to kill a wizard.
Wait. There's a better way to take care of a wizard.
Hello, fellow initiates. Welcome to another episode. Today, our general plan is to recap Battle for Ohio, our local event, go through the decks, the combined teams, results, some of the gameplay, and then touch on a lot of other stuff along the way, some divorced dads. I think we lead off with the BDGS, a really important new service out there, so hope you all enjoy this.
Kick things off here. So I got to send some stuff to the BDGS, the Big Dick Grading System. I don't know if you've heard of this, Jason, but
No.
no, yeah, this is totally your thing. The team sped guys, if you send them the dick sprite or whatever for payment, they will grade your dick altars, and then they slab them and send them back, and they post them on their Instagram.
What?
And so I was just, and I might have to send them all, but anyhow, I grabbed my anti-wins and started trying to figure out the best ones to send in for grading. So it's basically like if it's a good dick, they'll give you a grade. If it doesn't have a dick, they might draw a dick on it or whatever. But so, I mean, I started, let's see if we can see all these. So this
Nice.
is, well, let me just turn my background off because this seems to screw some of these off, right?
Hold on. I gotta get my binders. Hold on.
Yeah, I mean, so
He's so excited.
yeah, this is, I think several of these are his masterpieces too. You can, so I'm gonna start with
Yep.
Chain Coming. I
Chain
feel like
Coming.
Chain Coming might need, and then I got this Urnum with
That's what I'm talking
a
about.
massive.
Love it.
He's super well endowed. Now we get this nice normal him to Torok. He's choking one. Bob the Big Dick Chicken is he's it's pretty
That's-
impressive. Then this was a classic of Jason's right here. We got the
That's it, dude.
the 4 feet of the horse are all dicks. That's
it.
I mean, I might just have a whole stack of 10s here. I don't know. And then of course, you can't go wrong with that guy.
Dude, when he told me about this, that's what I brought up. I
Yeah,
looked at him
so-
on. That's the craziest.
I got the address. I'm gonna get these in the mail this week. See if I can get these slabbed and graded. So
So the one that I've got that I absolutely love.
well, can you center it a little bit? There you go. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that
so
one
good.
turned out pretty nice.
Yeah.
Insane.
Oh man. Love it.
Dude, you gotta get the hippie and the order are just the best. And then the instill energy, those three should all be graded.
Yeah, maybe I need to get that instill energy off of you too,
Okay.
Jason, so we can send those. I mean, I think I got enough payment for 7 of these. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see if I can get a 10 or not. I don't know, it's pretty hard. I mean, obviously 10s are rare, but we might be up there on a couple of these, so we'll see. We're close.
Yeah.
I mean, the condition of them is pretty bad too, which has got to help us. So they're all kind of beat to hell. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you could probably put a few veins on. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. They might have some input. So anyhow, we'll get that in the mail this week, and hopefully hear back in the next month or so.
Now the pressure's on because if you think that your dick's gonna get graded, then you're gonna be spending extra time.
You're not gonna do the
Shading.
crap those guys didn't put it up with wet paint. I mean, you had a masterpiece, the Battle for Ohio, that was still dry, and they just stacked it. It's like alcohol clouds people's judgment or something. I don't know. I was a little disappointed to see that one. I thought there was a picture of it maybe on the Discord, maybe not.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere on there.
It's somewhere. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm-
Well, now that
I'm
we got the
sad that I don't
important
have
stuff.
Clancy. But anyway,
Yeah.
yep,
Maybe
you don't
somebody will
have
get Clancy graded. It's out there in the wild.
yep, that's true.
You yeah, that's from Battle for Ohio 1.
And no one took it. And then like he had it like in prizes, like in multiple events, and just no one would take it. So eventually, it was just like the last thing on the prize table. Like, no, you have to take this. So I forget where Clancy's at, but
I gave him to somebody at LobsterCon. I can't remember who.
oh, that's what it was. Yeah, because no one would take it from the prizes. Yeah. Oh.
It was like one of those awkward things where like they hand you a sticker or something. You're like, "Oh, I got something for you," and they're like standing around with a bunch of people, and you hand it, and it's like at that point they can't not take it. So
Yeah, that's what it was. It's like everyone
Got
was
him.
just like broing down, passing out the coolest stuff. Like, here, have an unlimited soul ring. It's cool. Ah, cool. Yeah. Have Clancy. Forever scarred. Maybe your children will see this and they'll never recover.
Yeah, I wish he still had that actually.
I do too.
It never goes away. It'll come back, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're very delayed. We're busy people, but we're getting around to recapping Battle for Ohio. It's another epic bloodbath, really. Got new champion this year. No Cleveland with an asterisk.
The Barbarians took it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
The Cincinnati Barbarians took down the Weekend. So for anyone that wasn't there, we when you signed up for you donated your $20 to the charity, you get $20 in poker chips, and then you just bet them throughout the weekend. There was always an ante for every match. It was I don't know. What did you guys think of that system for keeping track of things? And then at the end of the weekend, we tallied it up to see who had the most money. But actually, first and second was within $6 of each other or something like that. It was pretty tight.
I think it was good, but no one used it as I think they effectively, like, you should have bid more. I think everyone was just really passive with betting. Like, I'll bet $2. I'm like, dude, what? Like, bet like 15, $20.
Yep.
Buy back in if you lose and bet 20 again. I feel like if you bet more, you could if you got more aggressive, it would have been a lot more interesting to see who would have won.
Yeah, I know, because like Jonathan's like, oh yeah, I won. Like, how much you bet? Like a quarter? I'm like, oh man, I just lost $5. Like, could you win in a quarter of me losing $5? So yeah, I don't know. If we run it back, maybe everyone gets it now. It'll be a little more aggressive. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like I started the weekend like not betting too much, and then like as it went on, I would just kind of bet more, and I realized, oh shit, I should have been doing this the whole time. So
yeah, that was the general consensus when we started adding everything up at the end. They're like, wait a minute, can I go back and bet more? Like, no, it's too late now, fellas. So anyhow, yeah, it came down to a tight match. I guess we should start with Friday night, right?
yeah,
This is the reason that we won, because we bet very heavy on Friday night with an unbeatable deck. We didn't. That's the only reason we won the whole event, is because of Friday night. Absolutely just demolished everyone Friday. I could have played 50 games and not lost one with our deck. It was just that busted. Basically,
This is your deck here, Eric. We'll start with that.
so I guess first, right. So night one was a mono green 2-headed giant, and there was some bullshit to go around with it, but that was the format. And there were 4 teams? We had 4 teams all together?
Yep, 4 teams. Everybody played everybody, I think. Yeah.
Everybody played everybody. So now I guess we can go through Eric's bullshit here.
Yeah, because if you played a non-green card, the other head had to take a drink, and then the opponent got a token or whatever they could use for 2 mana or to gain life or something like that. It was a decent penalty. this guy seemed to find a workaround. So this deck's pretty green. I think I see some Hazazons. I don't even know if they ever came out all night, but
Yeah, my deck was just mono green, and it was mostly just ramping into Eureka. And I have I have like 10 good creatures to cast off of Eureka, but mostly I think I played like 30 land and 4 Sylvan Library and Natural Selection because I just really all I need is Eureka because my deck is boring. But Brandon, who sat next to me, his deck is just 60 creatures.
so do you guys see this now? So is this showing Brandon's, or am I still?
My deck
hang
is
on.
my
No.
deck is pretty. Oh, I can't see it. Yeah, I just see my deck. But
Yeah,
Brandon's deck, it played Maze of Ith, Strip Mine, and Desert because those are like good lands against other green decks. And then it had Ivory Tower because it could cast it off of the Strip Mine because it wasn't going to do anything. And everything else was just like massive creatures, deep spawns, control magics, Shivan dragons.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
I knew what you guys were up to, and we were on green. Jason and I had a couple trikes in my hand. I'm like, all right, like it's coming. He's gonna Eureka, but we're gonna catch him because we got all this sick stuff in our hand. He proceeds to drop 2 control magics.
Yeah, that was like Chef's Kiss putting control magics in there.
He freaking kidding me right now? He like takes both of my trikes, so then he had like 3 trikes, and I don't even know what else he had. I think it's a Mahamodi and a Shivan, maybe. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
And the control magic was just beautiful.
I expected other people to play Eureka maybe. And Eureka is an okay deck. I don't want to make anyone mad that like loves Eureka, but there is just like a big flaw to it. It's like you have to play ramp and then you have to like play big creatures. By the time you Eureka, you get like 2 big cards out, you know. But with Brandon, he can't cast anything. Like he does. It was really a boring thing for him to do. He just sat there and drank beer. And then we cast Eureka, but then I was jealous because then he gets to attack. Like he had like 3
Colossus. Yeah, he had a Bartel Runax out. I remember that. Yeah, he's got a Diamond Valley. Got a Personal Incarnation. Man, this is a load of stuff.
It looks like a deck from the 90s, right? Like you just all the coolest creatures. It does not look like a playable deck, and it's not. Like you literally, the only card you can cast if you played every land in the deck, the only thing you could play would be the Ivory Tower. That's it.
Yeah, that was that's true. Yeah,
what was funny was my opponents were in multiple matches playing non-green cards turn 1 or 2, giving me a bag of gold, which I can use to get 2 green mana. So I turn 2 cast Eureka, and turn 2 had 3 Colossus of Sardia, a Stang, a Barktooth Warbeard. Like it was insane. Like why? And he literally all they casted was a Howling Mine. I'm like, okay, cast Howling Mine, turn 2 Eureka. Like what the hell, dude? Okay, but yeah, I mean, it was just a busted deck because you can't really lose. Like there's no way I could lose. Like 2 people were playing Fog, and that was really annoying. Like,
I'm pretty sure
it didn't matter how many creatures I had; they had a Fog, but we were able to blast through it eventually.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
yours went long, right? I saw you some long games where you were getting fogged out for a while, but
yeah, that's kind of annoying. Go back to Brandon's deck. It was like the only thing creative about the whole deck was 1 card, and it's the 3rd card there. I don't even know what that card's called. It's the 3rd card in the deck.
This here?
Yeah, so what that does is it says activated abilities of artifacts can't be used unless they pay an extra white mana. So they can't disc you. The only thing that could beat this deck would be a disc.
And you only put 1 of those in there, though. You should have run 2, yeah.
I don't have to. I don't know anyone in the world that has that weird card. But yeah, that card stops disc is the only reason to play it. It stops them Sword of the Ages, but it's okay. Just only play it if they play a disc. That's the only thing creative. Everything
else right here is a pretty impressive altar or whatever that is. That's cool. This little face on
Richard Kane Ferguson.
Man, that guy's a legend.
But we bet heavy on this. Every game we played, I was like, dude, I'll bet like 10, 15 bucks. So we just had a ton of money. And then we also benefited because Cody, we had one of our team members did okay and split the money with his. He was in your guys' team. You know, it was Jonathan and Cody.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
having
So
team unified the next day and then two-headed giant the day before was kind of weird because the teams were split up.
Mm-hmm.
That
But
game
you
was
just took your winnings. Yeah, you just took half your winnings, and
yeah.
yeah, I mean, so this was Jason and I had almost the same deck. It was really just two ofs, and it was. I mean, I guess we were hoping to do some work with Drop of Honey, which had things not gone quite as insane. But we also had Living Plane. We had Trikes. So we're gonna like do the that was Living Land, Singing Tree. God, I can never make that card work. Some Land Destruction. It played all right. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. We were drinking pretty heavy there.
Yeah, I mean, we won one game, and I feel like it was doing decent against Eric's deck. The Control Magics fucked us the one time, but I thought we were doing pretty good keeping him from casting Eureka for a little while, but eventually it just kind of runs out of steam, and you run out of ways.
Yeah,
to
we
kill
were
his
strip
forests and
mining,
shit.
ice storm,
Yeah.
and just anything to keep him off 4. It was like we just
Right.
had to keep him from.
I played 30 lands, so every
Yeah.
time it was just delaying me one turn each time.
Yeah.
It worked for a while though.
Yeah, I had to go deep, man. A lot of these were alpha. I had the alpha lands, and then I had to run to get these cool branching paths. I'm really glad I got some of those. All I use from that set's the lands. I got all the dual lands. I got there, and like I use their basics all the time. They did a good job of making some alternative art.
That last deck looked very nice though, all black border.
Yeah,
you
it was
guys,
good looking.
you guys were twisted drunk too, which was fun to play against you guys.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I kind of don't remember a ton of the games. I know we did all right. I should have made some notes or something, but
I don't. Yeah,
I was having a good time at that point.
Yeah, I don't remember much. I remember we were telling jokes at one point.
Yeah,
Jason, you were walking around carrying the chair, and you looked at me. You're like, "Dude, why have I been carrying this chair around?" And just died laughing. I'm like, I don't know. Walked around with it for 10 minutes. Like, oh yeah, there's like 60 chairs in this room. Don't need this one. Dude, this deck is scary, man. The Soul Singer was really good, and the Angus Mackenzie can just be a win condition in mono green.
yeah, because there's not a ton of things that I packed to really deal with him. I didn't even think about that.
You can just, yeah, you had Drop of Honey, but yeah, Drop
Drop of Honey, Desert Twisters, maybe. That's about it. But yeah.
The Wily Wolf Wall of Brambles was so annoying to have like a bigger defense wall of brambles. It sounds so dumb, man. It was annoying.
Yeah, let's see. After that we did a draft. Let's see. I think you did share the winning draft deck. Where did I see that? Kind of a wild cube.
I forgot we did a draft.
Yeah,
We were busy telling inappropriate jokes or whatever.
You and me both did not give a fuck about our draft game when we played.
Yeah, that's right. I just like grabbed the black cards, and that was like it. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah, this was the winning draft deck. It was green black, just big green stuff.
Seems good.
I forget the workhorse is kind of altered or whatever. It's a little busted.
Cost
Bunch of-
4.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. So 6 was scratched out to be 4. Hippie, Earnham, Gisalom. Yeah, there's a bunch of good. And I got oh shit, what's that? You can sack a green creature to get a green creature, and I kept waiting for something big, and he cut me off on like every big green creature, so I got nothing there. Then I got an Enchantress. I would get enchantments. None of those showed up. My deck was shit. It was so bad.
Oh, my deck was terrible, but for somehow I made it to the finals or the last round or whatever.
You had like a few big flyers that were just
my deck it's just like it's coming back to me now. It did absolutely nothing until like turn 6, and then I just started playing big creatures.
That is kind of a flaw in the cube, is like just the biggest creature wins.
Yeah, I don't know, that cube needs some work, but I'm making the Eric Martin's old school cube right now, and I'm super excited to play that thing, dude. It's gonna be fun. It's just so many of like every color feels like the best color, which is the one you want. So,
shit, I still have to look through my stuff and pick out cards for that thing. I completely forgot about that.
I only sent you 2 colors so far too. I still got 3 and some artifacts to go.
And I'm guessing you're wanting all these like original. You're not wanting like.
Yeah, no, I don't want no freaking Chronicles.
No Chronicles shit.
All right, cool. No.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, when you get a chance. Yeah, so Brandon was ultimate host, dude. He would cook a giant brisket, a lot of meat. Not a place you wanted to show up as a pescatarian, which leads us to
sorry, Jonathan.
Poor Jonathan. He was baked, having a good time, super hungry. All we got is just meats, more meats, and some meat.
Dude,
what do you want?
So it was so good though, man. Yeah, Brandon was such a good host. Vegetarian would suck that day.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was eating what was it, cheese puff sandwiches?
Yeah, he came walking downstairs with a bun with just cheese puffs hanging out on both sides. He's like, dude, these Cheeto sandwiches are the shit. And then a little bit later, he's like, they got barbecue. He's eating another one. I don't know how many Cheeto sandwiches he ate, but they were like those good Cheetos too, with like the jalapeno flavor to them. And I mean, he was super happy. So, I mean, it worked out.
He was happy about it, dude. Yeah, it was so funny because I was dying laughing that he was eating that so many times, and then after his like 5th one, he comes back downstairs. He's like, "Did you guys know they got barbecue sauce up there?" And he's got another one. Like that's a whole reason to make another barbecue sandwich. He ate a lot of those things.
So that was a pretty promising night. So you slept in a tent.
Well, so what happens is the battle, as people play, whenever you win a game, you have to hit a gong, right? So for the people that have not been there, that's very loud when you're trying to sleep. So a strategy of mine was to just bring a tent and have a nice sleep by myself. I didn't get woke up once. It was nice.
Yeah,
it's probably not bad. Didn't you say there was a weird train in the middle of the night or something? Though? I don't know.
Like one train went by, yeah.
It's a strange place up there. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, yeah, night 1 was pretty successful. Got up the next day, and I don't know. I didn't party. Neither Jason didn't party as hard the next day. We went a little too hard the night before. That's one of the problems with that.
Yeah. And the thing was like the last year, the reason why I started drinking on the Saturday morning was because I felt so bad from the Friday night. But I woke up this Saturday and I was like perfectly fine. I didn't feel like I had to cure the hangover with a 5th of whiskey. So
maybe maybe next year we'll fix it, I guess.
Yeah.
So let me see. So then we got real quick, we can share the I don't know if people saw the official prize card, this year's card. We had a Maze of Ith that was altered with the lovely traffic cones on Interstate 75. For those that have been through Ohio, know what that's all about. So that was kind of a cool, useful card. I saw it in a lot of decks, actually. It was kind of used everywhere.
So, everyone played Maze of Ith that weekend, man. It's the best unrestricted card. And it's not healthy. I personally don't think it's a healthy card to be unrestricted at all.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
It doesn't make the game better that there's 4 Maze of Ith.
No, I agree with that. I think it, like, I forget that it's not restricted, and it's just like when you play against it, I don't know. It's
It's
just
not good. It's just
it's
annoying,
not
dude.
good. Yeah, it's not good. It really does fuck everything up. And I mean, if you're playing like a just straight creature deck against some dude with 4 Maze Iths, you just feel like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. It. I mean, it's always Blood Moon and stuff. Like, there's reasons it's not restricted, but it would just. They could say it's restricted to one, and no one would give a shit. And they're like, okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
Not a fun card. Cool. Yeah, I don't quite get it. I mean, I've been playing 4 Maze of Ith in a lot of decks. I think I played 4 for the Battle of Ohio, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I
like you
think
said,
so.
why don't you just throw 4 in Candelabra deck and see what that does? Yeah, like that's really good. Like, why? Hey, you win a lot of games.
It's not good. You don't do anything. I'm testing that right now. Yeah, you just stall the game out for so long. It's not necessarily good, because then what happens is if you get your candle shattered, then it feels like now like 2 creatures can attack, right? Where like it almost is like killing a Maze of Ith. You're just putting so much faith into like an artifact and the land. Both are fragile. So it has the potential to be good, but most of the time it just stalls out for a few turns, does nothing, and then you die when they disenchant your candle. Not fun.
It
Restricted
needs to
game.
be 2 strip, 2 maze.
That's right. That's right.
That'd be fine.
No library.
Occasionally you get 2 and you're like, dang, it was tough. You had 2 mazes out and whatever. But no one wants to do it right. So I lost the Excel sheet. I thought I could have that up. I don't know where it's at. Yeah, we don't have real good details of everything, but I can. All right, let's go here. The Canton Brownies showed up. I played against this deck. It was pretty obnoxious because it's just endless 1-drops, man. It's so fast. He definitely got me one of the games with just there was nothing I could do. I was just like on 1 or 2, 1 or 2 lands, and he just kept swinging like the Daralore, and then that damn Winter Orb. God, that thing's annoying. So once you get a Winter Orb, and he's got a couple elves out, and so it was a pretty cool deck. And then this was the Goblin deck that he said got last place. I don't really follow it, but I mean, first place on altars and style, man. This thing is badass looking.
I asked him if I could look through his deck, and it was fun to do, man. His deck looks awesome.
I like this Shivan with a little cowboy hat and a little bandana on. He's got a sheriff's badge in his hand.
I played against this one in one of the games, and I don't know, like I was playing land destruction, and man, it screwed him up because he's not playing very many lands. So like you blow up a couple mountains, and he was just drawing nothing. It was rough. And I thought
15 that 15 I see 15 mountains, and then
1 Hammerheim. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Chaos Orb.
16. It's got a Lotus.
4 factory. 20.
Oh yeah, okay, 4 factories. So.
Both games that we played was just I destroy a couple mountains, and then he couldn't do anything. Like I think I killed him one game. I killed him with Black Vices. I was like, you should not be able to like.
Yeah, the Goblin deck.
Yeah, it was like it was so rough.
Yeah, because
I beat him only because I played 4 Drain Life in my deck or whatever. I don't know if I played 4, but I was able to get the Drain Lives, and I think my hams are like super good. Hymns of Torok is a gross card. Yeah, I'll just blame every game I beat this guy with on my hams.
He's got 23 1-drops in his deck. How do you kill someone with Black Vice?
I don't know. It was crazy.
Gosh, that's just luck is on your side, man.
Yeah, he was And you could tell, like, every time he'd draw, it would just be another. All he needed was like
Another
one
Goblin
red
King or
source,
another
and it was just
ball lightning or something.
Yeah.
Just couldn't.
get it.
Wow. Yep. So that was Team Canton. I don't have the third one. I don't know. Do anyone know what they were running? The other one?
Yeah, it was I think like white black.
It was white blue. It was like white blue flyers or something.
Yeah, because he's got green and red, so it's probably white
Yeah.
blue. Yeah.
Yeah, I helped Jonathan navigate that game.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had Serendip and Sarah Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Good creatures. Scare. I feel like you expect that in this format, right? I expect that in this format. Like a moat deck. Damn.
Yeah, I had a full sideboard ready for Raja's shops. I just played weenie decks all day, I think. That was weird. But just my matchups. Yeah, so Raja was on pretty typical shops list, I guess, right? I mean, he's got Abyss, Copy Artifacts,
Yeah, it's
3 Juggernauts. This is kind of, I see that. 4 Suchi.
Yep. I had to play against this one. This was my like round 1 game. And again, it was like I just destroyed a couple lands and he just never could get anything going. I think he there was one game where he tapped what is it, a mana vault? Like on turn 1 to cast something, I don't know. And then he was never able to untap the mana vault. I think the mana vault ended up doing like 10 damage to him or something. It was just fucking brutal.
Dude, look at that balance recall. It looks like balance, but it's a recall. It's the last card.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So I played him, and the game. So I sit down against Raja and played Dark Ritual, Black Lotus, Hypnotic, and he scooped. And then game 2, it was a real game. Game 3 was the realest game, and I was 1 turn away from beating him. And then he copy artifact a trike and was able to kill me. But I couldn't believe my deck was really bad, and I did really good, which was crazy. I almost beat Shops with an awful deck. Insane. Oh, he's got Dance of Many.
That's what I was just looking at. That one Dance of Many is not typical.
It's good in this deck, though. It's a 5th copy artifact for the freaking... Because you don't have to pay the upkeep. Don't pay the upkeep. Just shoot them. If you Dance of Many a Tetravis, upkeep, make little dudes, and let the card die. That's sweet. I don't know why I never thought of that. He hit it, dude. It's real hidden. That's a secret.
Yeah, he didn't want people to see that. He's got kind of
4 copy artifact, 1 Dance of Many, hidden in a workshop deck.
Apparently, this Mind Twist is alpha, but that looks like the most alpha rounded corner I've ever seen.
It does look clipped.
It's like gamma. It's like hedge trimmer, hedge clipper.
It
did that one in. It's awesome.
His cards are so good though that I believe it. And then he plays 2 Anime Dead. He's really going in on the trike thing.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
That's like I said, all my matchups were against like weenie decks. The trike was just amazing against. I had 1, I think. See, all right, this was Cleveland seat 3. So was this Kyle's that he forgot?
Yeah.
He forgot his deck at home. So he gets there. I sit down against him round 1. He's like, "Hey, where's my deck?" Like, I don't know. Don't see it. He just opened. The guy brought 74 decks. It was just insane. Like, he just pulling out every anti, and here's a pre-modern, and here's a modern, and here's a pioneer deck, and here's just didn't bring his actual deck for the event. So, which I would have just given up at that point. But since he brought his entire collection with him, except his deck, he just built the deck during round 1 and proceeded to play. We got our games in before time was up. So a little proxy heavier that way, but it's basically a green-white. Again, like I said, I just played against weenies all day long.
He's got the random wall of ice. I don't think meant to be in there. He just needed a card.
So he did share his actual deck somewhere. I wonder what the difference is.
It's like a really good random green white deck.
Let's see what he.
Dude, shout out to Kyle Welch for making it work. I think this deck is cooler, dude. You played a giant spider and a wall of ice, and it's like revised.
Wall of
That's
Ice
badass.
is awesome.
So this is what he would plan to play. So yeah, more Geddons, a little more tuned. 3 land tax. Yeah, I don't know. The one he made there might have been better than this thing. So.
Probably not, but I mean, this deck seems really good with the Sylvan, land tags, Armageddon, Sarah's, Arnhems. This deck is really good, but the other one was sweet, dude. Just like
He ended up running 2 Preacher, which he has no Preacher here. Yeah. What's he got?
he played 1 Preacher sideboard.
Got Giant Growth. I don't see a Giant Growth here. Get rid of those freaking white knights for orders of Leaper better. Yeah. I don't know.
Cut
Pretty cool.
there, and we'll add Wall of Ice. Love it, dude.
Yeah.
I like
Wow,
it.
that was-
I think it's
that
cool.
was-
Kyle did that.
That was pretty legendary though, to just be like, I don't have my deck, I'll just make one. Boom.
Dude,
and
that's
we're done.
actually, dude, that's how I'm gonna play my next tournament. I'm gonna bring all my cards with me. I'm gonna sit down against my opponent round one and be like, fuck, dude, I forgot my deck. And just build a deck in like 5 minutes and then start playing it. Like random shit I just shoved in. Damn, this is a pretty nasty deck here. Just pretty stock.
This
right?
was Cleveland's middle seed. I forget who that was.
Jason. Or yeah,
What we got?
Jason. Steven.
Well, it was Roger Kyle and what's this guy? What the-
Is
I
it
forget the guy's
Steven?
name.
Steven, I think.
It is
I think his
Steven.
name
Yeah, it is
Steven.
Steven. Sorry, yeah, my bad,
Yeah.
yes. But yeah, so just a good blue-red burn. Now, Jason, I think you stuck him with this Serendip or something. You played this thing. Do you remember any of your?
No, I didn't play this thing, but I feel like I did because I was walking Jonathan on.
Oh, that's what it was. Jonathan
And
had
yeah,
the
there was one game where that Serendib. So Jonathan had the what was it, the coffin?
Yeah.
And so every turn he'd coffin that Serendib,
Wow.
and then he'd let it on Jonathan's turn. He'd let the Serendib come back. The Serendib would eat a land, and then Jonathan would coffin it again. And so it just completely destroyed all of Steven's lands and just ended up killing him.
That's
It was pretty
so
crazy.
mean.
And then there was the last game of that match, which was absolutely insane. I can't even remember what happened, but it ended up like,
Well, yeah, I mean that was definitely the fun of having 3-player teams there, because you and I were both looking at what was going on, and it was like if he had a side blast, it was a draw.
right.
And if he had a bolt, he would win. So we're like, it was either like a counter spell.
What?
I
No,
think we were trying to just.
this is what it was. Yeah, so this is what it was. So he attacked with a
Flying man?
flying man,
Yeah.
and there was something
And that put
about
him to 5. So he was at 6. So he goes to 5 if you don't block the flying man. And so then we're like, all right, if he, or maybe it took him to 7.
yeah, he was at 7, and it was like, all right, well, if you don't block the flying man, then like you could get, I don't know, somehow it worked out like blocking this flying man was either going to like lose the game for Jonathan or force a draw. And I remember we just sat there back and forth, like trying to figure out what it was. And
Yeah, what did he have? What did he have? So we went with the side blast plan, and sure enough, that's what he had, and it was a draw.
yeah,
So,
so then
yeah.
that allowed Jonathan to come back on the third game, and I think Jonathan won pretty handily on the third game, I believe. But yeah, that was a crazy second game. I wish I had it like recorded or something.
Yeah, that was fun though, because we were just really actually like, I never think that hard about Magic. We were actually really rethinking, like, all right, if he's got, chain lightning and a bolt, we're screwed.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just all these different options. Like,
Can you zoom in on those lightning bolts? Because he's trolling us. The very first one is signed by Christopher Rush, but it's
but it's our it's the Battle for Ohio Bolt signed by Chris Rush.
That's a big C, dude. Just like how Christopher Rush's signature is, but it's a Battle for Ohio Bolt. That's
so good.
Interesting.
How did I not see that? Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he's got that's insane. Absolutely insane.
So that was Cleveland. They brought in third. There's it was Canton and Cleveland, and then see, Eric Cody Albee said Brandon didn't take his. So
Brandon played red. Imagine that. Red.
We played red.
No, what did Brandon play?
Red, blue, burn. Kind of like what you just saw.
Oh, okay. What did he play the year before?
Red. He didn't play blue.
Oh.
Oh.
He went to red, blue, burn. So I wasn't allowed to play white. So I didn't really care what I played since I couldn't play white weenie. So I just, as a kid, always really liked Nightmare. My dad gave me a big Nightmare, like a print that he got. So I've been kind of like, oh, I want to play Nightmare. Well, Nightmare's not really a good card. Kind of hard to make work. So I built this deck. And it did really good. This deck kicked ass. Royal Assassin kicked ass. Let's say that. Yeah.
I mean, this deck beat the shit out of me.
Yeah. Hymn to Torok is really good, dude.
Yeah.
And just some hand destruction. Disrupting Scepter, every time I play it, everyone just scoops to the card. Like, damn, that card's too good.
Yeah, Disrupting Scepter is deceptively good for his. You don't see it played that much, but God, every time it's just so good.
I always play two. I play one in the main and one in the side, and then I just bring in the other one if it needs it. But yeah, 4 disc and then like 4 Nightmare and 3 Sengir, some hippies and Royal Assassins. And dude, it was really slow. This deck was so slow because really and I've done this strategy a lot before. I just don't do anything until I pop a disc, and then I got all this cool stuff in my hand. But I don't like black at all. I hate Hymn to Torok and Hypnotic Spectre. They just, in Mind Twist, they prevent your opponent from having fun at all. So I would never play this. Since I couldn't play white, I said, fine, I'll play like what I can't play. So I built this. I do play black, but they're like, I don't ever play Hippie or Hymn to Torok.
It was a good deck.
Yeah, it was solid. Yeah, like you say, Royal did a lot of work.
I mostly just played Hymn to Torok. They got like 2 land. They were mana screwed, sinkholed a little bit, and killed him with Royal Assassin for 20 turns.
How did the City in a Bottle do?
Didn't even bring it in once, dude.
Huh.
No, I brought it in against Jason, right? Because you played Urnums. But that was
I don't think you ever actually cast it, though.
Because I played against Jason. I played against Workshops. I played against Goblins. So no need for City.
True. All right.
The only thing I brought in was the whole time was Greed against Jason, Icy Manipulator, and Terror. I think that was it. But the Terror was for like Ball Lightning.
No.
You're just running the Royals just raw dog though, right? No
Icy main.
No icy, nothing. Just deal with it.
Yeah, dude. If you disc and then play a Royal, you can beat like any aggro deck.
Did you get any counters on Sengir?
No, dude.
No,
definitely not.
Damn.
Dude, and you know what? My biggest nightmare was like at one point it was a 4/4. It was
these 4 bases should have been swamps. They could have been bigger.
I played a lot of non-land. I played a lot of non-swamp lands.
Yeah, really. You got 2 strips and 4 factories.
Yeah, 4 maze and a library.
I mean, come on, dude. You could have divvied up a few factories to some teammates. All right. Well.
Factory is better than Nightmare, though. I might as well just cut Nightmare. Factory, dude. I just wanted to play Nightmare. I didn't want it to be a Nightmare deck. I just wanted to play Nightmare. That's all.
So, Cody, you fed him a crack sandwich that he's now hooked on. Went undefeated.
So this is the deck I was gonna play and gave Cody, and this is just White Weenie, and it's awesome to play. This is what I'm excited to go back to. And Cody got first place, undefeated, best out of anybody.
And he also should have got the luckiest Hal award every time. He got exactly. If he needed a crusade, he could draw a crusade. If he needed a sword, he could draw a sword. It's like, come on, dude, seriously, like, yeah, because that's what got me. It was the dang crusade. Like, all right, I'm gonna untap. I got a whole plan here. Slow him down. Next turn, he's behind. Oh wait, crusade. That's lethal. Yeah. So that crusade did work. I heard that at another previous match too, like right before. Like, if you could just get the crusade. Oh, he got it. Yeah. So Cody was having a killer day, man.
He played against all creature decks, and if you look, there's is it 2 Preachers main? Yeah, 2 Preachers main, 2 Preachers side. And since it's my deck, so I'd walk over to him when he was sideboarding, and I'd like bring those in. So he played like every game 2 with 4 Preacher in his deck, I think, and it was so good for him. He'd look over, and his whole board was just their deck.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
I'm glad
in this format.
I'm glad Cody got to come out, because I've known him for a really long time, and he plays Magic and everything like that, but he like never really comes out. And I feel like coming out to that first event, like now he kind of wants to, play more.
It makes it a lot more fun to be like, hey, this actually was. Yeah, winning's fun. I'm kind of over it, so I'm just there for the good times. But if you haven't won in a while, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't mind winning once in a while. Something that'd be fun.
He was telling me he was building this deck, and when I first started playing old school, this was the first deck I built, and I built it for maybe like $30. And I'm like, sick, yeah, you got like White Weenie done. He's like, no, dude, like that's some expensive shit. I forgot like Crusade got banned, and Thunder Spirits are expensive now. I'm like, geez, dude, okay. Crusades are way a lot of money, so that kind of sucks. But he said he's building it now.
Look at that swagger.
He is. He a random Preacher came through in one of these collections that I bought, and so I sold it to him for kind of cheap. So I'm trying to help him out with it.
Great,
Nice.
The deck I can't beat. That's good.
We had the best shirts.
You guys did, man.
I wear that shirt all the time outside of Magic. I wear like one.
I had my shirt from like 2 years ago. Jason wears the thing he wears to work. Yeah, we were bad, man.
But dude, so did Jonathan almost went undefeated though. His deck was second after Cody's.
Yeah, so let me see if I can pull those. That's the last one to talk about here was the winning Saturday event.
Dude, his deck, it was a Guardian Beast deck that he played, right? Dude, that thing was kicking ass. Every time I looked over at him, he just would have like 3 trikes, and man, it was so crazy. That deck, he was doing.
There was a lot of different iterations of it. He said some crazy stuff, and I would question it, and I'm like, oh no, that's actually a pretty good idea. But Thanos' coffin, like, he only had 2. We should have been fighting over more. That card was a rock star all day.
Mm-hmm.
I really like cards with lots of text because you just lose everybody, which is great. But yeah, so he had the Guardian Beast with. Did he end up taking the Chaos Orb?
Yeah.
He did, right?
Yeah.
Forced it down the stairs. Why am I not seeing it?
It's the third row.
Right there. Third
Oh,
row.
yeah. Duh, okay, my bad. Yeah, right there. I'm like, dude, you have to run the first. That's the main point of Guardian Beast is to get the Chaos Orb block. So we did, because he's like, I don't need the orb. I'm like, no, fuck no, dude, you have to.
Dude, that's crazy. The 4 AO pile with Abyss is so good. If he is playing against White Knights, like that's so good, dude.
Yeah, that was clever, right? So yeah, everything that stops the Abyss, even Whirling Dervish and all that stuff.
AO pile is so underrated, dude. Really, really. I've never seen a deck with. I've never seen 4 main board in my life, and it's so sick in this deck.
I mean, I think something, for some reason, I don't know if Jonathan listens to this, but for some reason, like whenever Jonathan makes a deck and I look at it, I'm like, okay, he just got fucked up and just threw a bunch of cards on the table. But then like when you actually like start, I don't know, I think he's some kind of savant when it comes to making this stuff.
Yeah,
like
because I'm like,
fucking
clay
clay
statue, dude.
statues?
Really? He's like, well, it regenerates again under disc, and I'm like,
yeah,
all
but
right,
the
yeah.
clay statue, he was playing against like every deck that he'd play against, he'd lay out clay statue, and it would be like, well, it's got 3 power. That's like a legit threat, right?
Yeah,
Like,
it lives through
People
abyss.
play the
Yeah.
deck. People will play the deck in that as the win condition, and it's super good, dude. Like, how do you kill it? Counterspell swords, and tear doesn't kill it. So the only thing it does is like burn spells. So just regenerates from burn.
Yeah.
It's a really good card.
I don't know. It was kind of fun playing Jonathan's deck for a couple of matches. It was
Dude, that deck is really good.
yeah, it was fun.
I don't know. I don't think Anime Dead belongs in there, but that's my only.
It did shit. It did good.
Yeah, I mean, it gets their stuff, your stuff. Bring your trike back. Bring your.
Mm-hmm.
I think if it was not Team Unified, Anime Dead would be bad, right? Because then you'd play blue, and then you'd
Yeah,
play
you could. Yeah, right.
So
There'd probably be better slots
This
there.
is like it's a worse copy artifact. Okay, and Team Unified, it makes sense. Okay.
I was a little bummed out that he altered our playmat. We had these Eben Fist, Team Eben Fist, but I guess he went out to California and everyone's like, "Oh, Eben Fist, is that a new group?" Or he's like, "No, man, I'm the Eben Hand." So he got, so he actually like scratched it out. And he did a really good job of like, I mean, did hand where Fist was really well. I was impressed. Like, all right.
Is his Eben Mox 1 through Anti? Because it looks like something was drawn on there. It's like a
Yeah,
ball
it's
sack.
kind of an eye, and they added fingernails up here and stuff. So
Right. So he actually was one that officially very insane.
yeah,
That's cool as hell. This deck was crazy. Dude, yeah, fuck you, Jason. Stop with the land destruction, dude. Damn, dude. This shit is annoying to play through.
Oh,
You're
it's
good
so
at
much
playing.
fun. It's so much fun. I had fun playing this deck. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot to talk about with it. I never really play with Ernems, so I threw some Ernems in there. Those guys are pretty decent.
did you ever blow up your own forest to stop the forest walk?
No. Most of the time, the opponents never even had creatures to play. So I don't know. It was fun. The only deck, I think actually the only person that's ever beat that deck, like the entire weekend, was Eric. Eric like beat its ass twice. But yeah, it's a fun deck. Highly recommend it.
Well, against my deck, the lightning bolts and chain lightnings don't kill anything. I played like 30 land. I was rocking.
What really fucks me, which of course, when you're playing against land destruction, but what really fucked me is just it was like dark rituals. Like I would have you down to like nothing, and then you'd be like, double dark ritual, send you a vampire. And it's like, well, fuck.
Yeah, I think that's an issue. Yeah, you're right. That's definitely right.
This bastard right here, that time twister. God, I would have used that in my deck so many times, but then I kept hearing you win with it, so it made me feel a little better.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was in there, so when I showed up that morning, I had Twister in my deck because I didn't think you had it. Like, you're like, no, I got it. I'm like, wait a minute, you playing red-green? Why the hell's a Twister in there? And you're like, well, it's available. I'm like, fuck, I guess it was. So, yeah, so then, that was the one thing my deck really needed. So, yeah, I ran Power Artifact, and it did really well. Actually, I didn't. Again, well, I mean, we won the event for the day. I had to make a few changes, I think, to my deck photo after. Well, that was probably my Twister. Scratch that out. But yeah, Rasputin. Nobody knows what he does. Lots of text, perfect. And Rasputin Coffin, perfect. Rasputin into Assault Monolith. There'd be a lot of times I'd have like infinite mana and just nothing to do with it. Just like, oh, if I could just get something. But I actually had a really good time with just Rocket Launcher, just mowing some stuff down. And then there was one game I keep replaying in my head to see if it would actually, I think it couldn't have mattered, but I was thinking if I would have Rocket Launchered his life on his turn, My turn hit him for a little bit more. I think I could have almost got there, but
Doesn't rocket launcher? Maybe this is probably like people
rocket
like
launcher.
need to
You can't
know.
use it the turn it comes out.
Right, but can't you use it like if you use it at the end of their turn, you can use it again on your turn or something?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it doesn't die till the end of your turn. So you can use it on their turn and your turn. So I
Yeah.
didn't have infinite mana. I just had enough to like dish out like 4 damage or something like that. And he was at 5 or so. I forget exactly how it was set up. But the other thing that didn't help the day was Spell Blast was a fucking rock star, dude. As much as I bitch about how good it is, dude, I stopped insane stuff all day. Armageddon, Wrath of God, Ship and Dragon, just you name it. It was just stopping everything. And I'm like, oh God, I'm so right. Did not help my next drunken rampage when I'm complaining about it. But yeah, I had the cool altered spell blast, had to run them, they were great. Sage was actually pretty good. Everyone feared Sage as soon as he came out. They were like trying to kill him. But yeah, it made it for a lot of interesting games. And it's kind of explosive when you get the infinite setup. So you're just sitting there like, all right, I just got to get a brain geyser or something like that. A lot of like one more turn and then I'd pull it off or something like that. So
can you talk about the brass man for a minute?
Why is there a brass man? Well, he stops weenies.
Yeah. Wrath of God or something? I don't know.
Well, no, I mean like turn 1. So I got nothing. Like I'm not doing anything for a while. That's one of the problems. I got no action until.
Why don't you play Swords of the Plowshares, dude?
What's that card do?
Yeah. Is
my
it like Swords
plan.
like 9,000 times better than Brass Man? Like
no, it stops all. I mean, it stops factory. It stops.
Dude, yeah, so does Swords. Damn, that's crazy, man. Hell yeah, Brass Man over Swords. That's the next podcast discussion.
Yeah, you're not gonna hear me fight too hard about that one.
Hey, maybe you're right, dude. Let's see, how many things do Brass Man stop?
How many things does Sword stop? Yeah, that's.
Does Rasputin won you some games because they just could not figure that shit out.
Oh yeah, they would just. I mean, that was
just like.
It was almost annoying how many times I'd have to explain to people how shit works and like, all right, you need to disenchant the coffin, as it's going in. Then it'll be on the stack. Like I'm explaining how all these cards work, and like, no, don't attack into Rasputin because he'll just prevent the damage. And oh, okay, and like, I don't know. I felt like I was a teacher in Rasputin Thomas's Coffin 101 class. It's like all day long. I was explaining to everyone how they worked. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I don't want to win on that kind of stuff anyhow. But yeah, no one understood this. They'd look them up and they still wouldn't understand. But it was fun as hell, man. They are some of my favorite cards. And we got there in a lot of games.
Yeah,
it was tough against the weenie matchup, and that's all I had all day. Like that, green 1-drops. That's tough when the only thing I got is one brass man. So yeah, we ended up our team that the Ebon Fist won the 3-headed giant, lost the weekend, didn't bet hard enough.
Yep. No, we lost by $6 which just so happens to be the amount of money I bet Eric on the game that we played, and that was the only game that I lost. So,
oh yeah,
GG me.
Thanks, man.
Dude, I wish I had an excuse on like why I was doing good, dude. I mean, you saw my deck. I don't know how the hell I beat you, dude. 4 Nightmare. Let's send it, dude.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't all wins all weekend. There was the loss of the Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop. We're at the liquor store checking out. It's just like the candy for the kids at the checkout counter. Like, dude, Snoop, Gin and Juice. God, it was paint thinner and piss. It was so bad.
Sucking on a Roblox dick. that just got done fucking a watermelon. That's exactly what it tasted.
Gin and goat piss is what it should have been. It was so bad. There was like 4 different flavors. They were all undrinkable.
So bad.
Oh man! All right. So and then what else? I guess we finished the weekend with a divorced dad's pack too.
Oh yeah. I've still got mine.
I got mine here. I haven't opened them yet too, so we can crack. Oh dang!
I haven't opened mine.
Yeah. So there was one in the prize pool, right? And so somebody pulled that.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
Just to go. So, in the Battle for Ohio, whoever wins the event gets to change what happens next year, right?
Yeah, you choose the format for the following year. Yep.
Team Barbarian is working on a Barbarian way to assure the fun. So we are going to keep it the team unified. You have to change your captain. Same thing as before. If you want to play with, you played the year before. We don't care. We don't like that rule because Brandon just wants to play red and I just want to play white. So you can play any deck. But we might be. I think our solution to making it fun is there's going to be more things for you to do that you can get points throughout the weekend. And some of them might be like memorable things, like eat a Cheeto sandwich, you get a point, or drink some gin and juice, get a point, stuff like that. Just kind of like a scavenger hunt, or like King of the Road, if you've ever seen like skateboarding challenge or something, like a scavenging hunt throughout the entire weekend. And it's not a lot of points. You might be able to get like an extra, it might be able to put you like 10% ahead, but however everyone does it doesn't really do much. So that's kind of the plan right now, is getting some different challenges for the weekend.
I like that better than the original idea of that all 3 unified decks must be mono red.
That is what I want to do.
I think that still would be pretty fun. Everybody would be playing the same deck, but
we might do that for a format. Maybe we do that for Friday night. St. Patrick's Day is on fire with Team Barbarian. That might happen. There might not be a mono green event on Friday. We might do Team Unified mono red. That's a good idea.
The human centipede mono red.
What?
Instead of 3-headed giant, I'm thinking 3.
Okay.
Well, I for one am looking forward to Barbarian weekend. So
yeah, we Barbarian weekend. We'll probably just as much meat as this year. And oh, nice! That's actually made a donation. Cool.
Yeah, I actually made the donation on time this year, so about $250, which is nice. So I think last year was 6 months late on making the donation, so did a little better this time around.
Yep.
They think you're right. Like, this guy donates very often. You just donated a month. Like, well, every month this guy's donating.
Just a month ago, yeah, that was last year. It's finally the guilt got to me. I'm like, I guess I should freaking give this money over. Who's opening? I got 2 pack of divorced dads. I don't know what to.
I've got 1 pack. I guess I can start just for one on.
Turn your background filter off real quick.
Yeah, because it's hard to see the cards with the background filter on.
Oh, okay.
So anyone that doesn't know divorced dads, you should check out YouTube shorts, I guess, of.
Yeah, there's like YouTube shorts and TikToks, and I got an email that said that Divorced Dads 2 was out.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he made an actual game out of it.
Yeah.
Which,
and I love was anybody else's cards, like all of them are like different sizes. They're all like cut
like hand cut. Now mine are the same.
Dude, hand cut cards.
Dude, all of mine. Maybe that means I've got the house. Maybe
might have the house in there, dude.
All right, so I guess I
love the pack that it comes in. It's just a little plastic bag.
Yeah,
like,
thanks.
So yeah, I mean, but yeah, apparently there's a real game with some real rules and stuff. I was checking it out, but it looks a little expensive. Like, yeah, $10 a pack. So
they all come. It says, hey bud, the packaging's bad. It's all I could afford. Mom took all the money, and so here we go. So we got Dad's New Roommate.
Nice, dude.
Solid.
I actually have that. That's my first card. What do we get the same pack? Let's compare.
Yeah, let's see. Retirement Plan. Bunch of lotto tickets.
Nope, I got Speed Machine next, so it's not the same pack. So
Oh, okay. Some
Oh,
new
I got,
boxes.
my first card is I was gonna do it too. First
oh
card,
yeah,
man.
we'll get
okay.
All right, so here, Eric, I'm gonna get.
What?
So we all opened Dad's New Roommate. What is his roommate? That's
him, yeah. But
it's
he's
just
like
a
a
cool.
winger,
I mean, he's got the. Oh, they are different sizes. I tried to hold him, and like the middle one fell out.
I like how
Jeez.
Dad's New Roommate has like a bottle of Gatorade, a fucking Aladdin T-shirt, and a SpongeBob Nintendo DS.
yeah, dude, the monster necklace. He's really a sweet dude.
Yeah, we've all been there.
I got the mattress, which I always take the floor. I hate these blow mattresses. I'm not a fan. I'm always stuck to them, dude. I get real sweaty on them.
So I got. Let's see. My next one is what is it? Oh, okay. It's just like Wall of Pain. It's just a bunch of beer cans.
Yeah, it's a beer can collection. You never figure out one of those.
Gotta have
This really hits home. The Dome of Despair. God, that's where I'm at too, dude. That is like my actual head. Ugh.
That looks like both of our heads.
Yeah. You just look better with no hair than I do.
I got Jam Band. Divorce.
Oh, I got Jam Band next as well. Oh shit.
See, I got
to make a Jam Band deck.
They're
my
really
my next one was Two Christmases. So
that's an amazing card name.
I feel like you could combine Jam Band and Dad's New Roommate together, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's a combo.
Just a noise
combo.
Chaos and noise, dude. Yeah. Jam Band's a powerful card, I have to imagine.
All right, so I got oh dang, Fountain of Youth.
Woo.
For some reason,
wow.
Give me Chad face, dude.
Dad's new look.
Oh,
Dad, how come when you got divorced, you really did get that haircut? I mean, Jason, you got that haircut. You got that facial hair too. You're not even divorced. Crazy.
Not yet. Yeah, but
Not yet.
I kept seeing this card on eBay as a misprint. So I don't know. What's yours called, Jason? You had Dad's New Look.
Yeah, I had Dad's New Look.
Oh, okay, this is Fountain of Youth.
I'm just amazed that these are on eBay.
Yeah, dude, the bids are in with tons of bids on them too. As I imagine.
I'm getting close to
A
rare.
wall of pain. So.
All right.
Yeah.
I got Blood Pressure. A lot of bacon. That's good.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
See, I got
Oh, not the house though. Damn.
I got Shed of Spiders.
Oh shit! I've not seen the Shed of Spiders.
I hadn't seen that one.
Dude, that sounds pretty painful. Yeah, 2 Christmases.
Mm.
That was I told my friend I was all sad that you were getting divorced. So I got to school, and my friend's like, "Dude, no way, you're getting 2 Christmases." And I'm like, "That's right, dude. That's right." I'm like not sad anymore at all.
I don't know where the rare's at. I don't know where the rare's at in here.
How do you?
The rare is foil. You don't have a foil?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at them. I'm. You guys are seeing them at the same time I am.
I'm on my last card here.
Oh, I've got 2 more.
Dad's New Look is insane in the same.
All right, so let me catch up. I got Enchanted Forest. It's a car freshener.
Oh.
Nice.
And is this the that was a foil.
What flavoring of the did you get the black ice?
That's a rare. That's the rare. I don't know if you can get. That's a super rare to get the black ice.
And then my last non-foil is Untuned Guitar.
Nice.
Yeah,
that goes good with Jam Band and.
Yeah, Untuned Guitar.
Wait, what is Ass Groove? Wait a minute, what the hell's Ass Groove? Oh, that's just that.
In the chair.
Wow, in a sofa.
God, that's
It's
disturbing.
what the chair I'm sitting in looks like right now.
Is that foil or no? No, that's not. Okay.
It's not foil. No, we have to do our foil release all at once to see if we get the house right.
You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Dude. Come on the house. Let's win the
Mine
game.
is. Ooh,
White Oakley's. Damn.
White Oakley's. Dude, I got some freaking drywall
No,
holes.
drywall holes gotta be good.
I like Zen though, dude. Zen's
Yeah, I
pretty
took it away
badass.
with them, didn't I?
I
But
feel
that's a
like
decent combo.
Those White
Yeah.
Oakleys are sick. Though,
I feel
dude.
like White Oakley's and Zen is like game.
Yeah, you add day drinking to White Oakleys and Zen.
Yeah, I need
Throw
to
in Speed Machine if you want to really get out of control, and
Well,
no stopping it.
Are these really on eBay? Because I want to get the day drinking.
I don't know. I was trying to look it up, but
Yeah, I've seen a couple on there, not a lot.
Damn it. No.
Should I open my other pack?
yeah,
No, you should save it for a chaos draft or whatever.
they are. Oh my god! So the Tree on Fire holographic card. There's 4 bids. 4 days, 22 hours left. $34.
Oh shit!
What?
Let's look at sold
How much is
listings.
drywall hole going for? 'Cause I feel like I could sell that one. I don't know. I could let that one go.
Oh, I guess somebody pulled the house and they put it on eBay and it sold for $212.
I think he said there was only one of the house, but there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, the house
Oh.
has been running around.
Oh,
Everything's like $100.
Really?
Yeah. What
the
hell?
midlife crisis sold for $46. The Throne, didn't somebody get the Throne?
Yeah, that was what the one that Eric opened at.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That one
Brandon
sold-
gave it to me to get graded, so I was gonna send it in.
Oh, Hollow the Throne sold for $10.
We're gonna get it graded, yeah. Don't worry about that.
Here, open carry is getting $10.
Healing Potion is a badass card, though, dude. The bottle of Pepto Bismol, I love that, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That's
It's
like
not-
lore friendly, dude. It's so perfect.
Holographic White Oakley's, 11 bids, it was only $7. Damn.
Buying that shit, dude.
Your bit.
You can buy packs of them. There's packs of divorced dads selling for like $35. I mean, I feel like I could just take mine and put them back in this baggie. Oh my eBay.
Yeah, we could literally just resell these. If you keep the little package in the future.
Is this
Yeah.
fair from his new game? Oh wait, no, this is like a. Oh, this is a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
You some sort of Yu-Gi-Oh promo.
Yeah, so
dude.
this is whenever he declares an attack, it can be activated. It does nothing.
Well,
So you can activate his trap card that does nothing. It's pretty handy.
well, I'm super glad I spent money on that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, those will be around for a long time.
Oh, I was putting this divorced dad's booster pack away, and I just realized, Brian, did you remember you bought cards off of me? You bought
Probably.
these like a long time.
Oh, shit, I did, yeah,
They've just
yeah.
been sitting in my binder.
Oh, right next. Are you gonna trade for a drywall hole? You gonna resell them to me now? I don't know. The one was
Yeah.
for Brandon, right? I think. But the doppelganger, yeah, I did get that one.
Anyway, they're in the binder.
All right, I'll try to remember. Dude, I'm bringing you. I broke down. I'm selling more of my shit. So I
Okay.
took my land box. You get all my lands, basically every playable land that was in modern, up to standard, up to 5 years ago. So boatload of stuff, just like all kinds of fetches and shit. I'm sure there's at least $4 or $5 in there now.
Neat.
And and then I had like, you'll probably love it or hate it, but I've been pulling like the weird Russian shit and the sign stuff out and stuff that's hard to sell. But God, it's a ton of. Again, it's just like all these weird foils, and they were just commander decks and crap, but they've just not been used at all. So I'm going to put all that money into the old school cube. So I will be bringing that big old stack of stuff to you one of these days soon.
All
Really
right,
good to do today.
neat. I've got some pretty big collections coming. Like this guy in the UK, he sold me like, I had all those like Lion's Eye diamonds and duels and all that shit that I was posting on there, and so that was like $14,000 worth of stuff. And then he reached back out and he's like, "All right, now I got all my like pre-modern and modern stuff. I'm gonna send you." I'm just like, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I got a lot of shit coming in. So I'll just throw it in the pile and we'll get through it.
Cool. Yeah, because I don't know. Yeah, it's as I'm building this cube, I'm just like, man, I really should get at least like collector's edition or whatever. Like, I don't know. I get the entire stack. There's like 60 of each color, and it was like 5 white border cards. I'm like, ah, damn it.
Fuck
Like,
that. No.
this thing's so close. And then I bought a shitload of unlimited basics. And I don't even know what the fuck. 2 of these weird fucking Innistrad land foils show up. Sent me the wrong shit. Like, what the hell's this? Like,
Yeah.
and what did I actually order? It was like freaking 20 unlimited basics instead I got with like $2 these Innistrad remastered, revisited, reimagined mega foil, no border, backward, upside down cards. I'm like, they were like
I love it.
$2 or whatever.
So do we want to talk about what the fuck was it? The Zach's out of town open or whatever the fuck it was?
Oh yeah, we did just have the Zach can't make it invitational or whatever that was. That was
Yeah. I didn't know if you guys want to talk about that now or just wait till the next one.
No,
I'm sure we can knock that out pretty quick. I'm trying to remember what all even happened there. That was a good event.
Yeah, so we all decided to get together on like one of our monthly things, and the theme was strip mines act as wasteland, right?
Yeah. So you only strip non-basics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that was the
subtle,
theme.
but I think that's a good idea.
That was the theme, and then there's a guy in our group chat named Zach. Never met him, but he said he couldn't make it, so then we themed the entire thing off of him.
We had no idea how he was in a group chat or anything. Just like, yo, I can't make it this time. Like,
I remember someone had me add him, and he has some decent insight about stuff. And
our group chat was 300 people that played old school. I'm all for it. I'm just like,
and he's like,
super
damn it, I
excited.
can't make it. And I'm like, damn it, dude. So we just turned it into the Zach can't make it open. And so I don't know. We trying to remember what the hell did I play? I didn't do very good, did I? No, I got dead last that thing. That was that weird.
You were playing like Gaia's Leash and all kinds of shit. You were playing
I forgot
Green
to fix
Red.
my mana. I only had basics. I didn't have any. I guess I was
put a fucking Taiga in there at all.
like, if you literally had like a couple Taiga and a couple City of Brat, like I couldn't play my entire deck. I guess I was gaming the strip mine thing, but I don't know. My deck was awful. Yeah, it was so bad.
we were playing the Phoenix card and berserking it to get it back to your hand.
Yeah. And I had the singing trees to like stop stuff, and it was so bad. But
I just remember that there was one game I was watching you play, and it was just like every time I looked at your hand, you had like 3 Gaia's Leashes and like 2 forests. What the?
You played that big Chimera, dude, right? Like it's like a weird cat, dude. It's a red card, like taps to do damage equal to his toughness or something.
Oh, Crimson Masticore or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. The master it does one. No, it does 1 damage. So it does, but yeah, it's like double red. I don't know what I was. I've been tired, man. I don't know. So I could say, but I had no mana, and everything was like double and triple, like red or green. I had no mana. I don't know. Screwed up.
Phoenix is a really cool card. I wish was playable, so I'd love the deck for sure.
Yeah. I mean, if you berserk the Phoenix and dies, it comes back. You can play it again next turn.
I think you cast Berserk and win though. That's usually other people's plans with Berserk.
Oh man, I don't even do that.
You don't need to bring anything back.
This was the other tragedy of the weekend was
Oh yeah,
this poor hippie Although, where's this dick coming from? I don't know. You needed a. I mean, it's massive, but it's coming out of his.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not
Yeah,
my
done
best.
better.
Floating
At
in
least,
here, it's the Zentic Poltergeist. It's the Zentic Poltergeist dick, dude. That's yeah, sweet.
so who won the Zach's out of town match? That was
I did.
yeah. You took it down with yeah. I mean, explain your mission you're on right now and how it's been screwing you too of collecting cards and started out well with Nicole Bolas, but then it went
Yeah,
downhill from there.
I can show my list if you can see the screen.
Yeah.
So like I was playing in this thing and I didn't give a fuck about strip mines or whatever. I've been doing this thing where I don't know, it's really stupid. It took me way too much time, but I took all of the old school cards that I'm either missing or that are like white bordered or needed upgraded, that kind of thing, and I put it in a giant wheel online. And then like every week I just randomize the list and I spin the wheel and it'll randomly select me a card, and I've got to upgrade that card to my collection, and then I have to try to build a deck out of it. So I ended up spinning the wheel and it was Nicole Bolas. So I bought me another Legends Nicole Bolas, and then I built this deck. And it's basically like, I don't know, it's actually pretty good. It's like Netling Imp, Royal Assassin, Zinnic Poltergeist, Sinjir Vampire. Like that's kind of the theme of the whole thing. Because so if you've got like the Assassin, the Netling, and the Poltergeist out, or really any combination of them with the Icy Manipulator or whatever, then like they can never really play another creature, and they can never really play another artifact. And then the Sinjir's there, right, so that you can like live the dream and like actually put counters on the stupid thing. That's real fun. By having them attack with the Netling Imp. And then the rest of the deck is just, bullshit. You splash red for lightning bolts and blue. There's some counter spells and some power in there. But really, it's, so you can cast Nicole Bolas and actually try to get that to work. And this went undefeated. It never lost a game during the Zach Open, which didn't really mean much. But then also, like, I played Cody a couple more times, just like last night or something like that, and I was playing this deck, and it was still doing good. So,
I think
it'll beat things that'll stop it, but if you don't have those things, God, it's really devastating. And him kind of strips them from you. That's the thing is you have like ways of dealing with poltergeist or something. Also, you get hemmed away, and you're like.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so this deck does really good against like other decks that are playing creatures. But like if you're not playing against creatures, if they're not playing against creatures, then you're just like attacking with a Royal Assassin. That ain't doing much. But so it's actually kind of cool because you can take out like the imps and put in racks. You can take out the assassins and put in like orders. You can take out like the poltergeist and the boluses and put in like hippies and
play the rack.
And then you basically just turn the whole fucking deck into the rack with a little bit of blue and red splash.
I love that, dude. I never thought to transform a deck into the rack in the sideboard. That's a good transformative sideboard.
Yeah, I mean it worked pretty good. So yeah,
did you animate Icy with Enter Poltergeist and hit for 4?
No, I never really had the opportunity. I think the only game with it that I would have had that opportunity, I ended up using the Poltergeist to kill like some of Cody's artifacts or something like that. But that's right. The game that I was playing against Cody, I was kind of holding off to not like attack with a bunch of stuff because I wanted to play the fucking Nicole Bolas that was in my hand. So But yeah, it's a super fun deck, and it's like a lot more powerful, I guess, than I really thought it would be. I don't know. It was pretty fun.
I've loved Poltergeist when times I've tried it. It's just fun just to kind of have around. Ran a lot more in that 1.5 format and stuff like that was good.
Yep. Yeah, so this was a fun deck, and I guess my next deck that I have to do is
Ivory Tower?
I fucking no, Ivory Cup.
Ivory Cup, that's it. I'm sorry, yes.
So like I rolled and it was like Ivory Cup, so I was like fuck, so I bought 4 Alpha Ivory Cups, and I got to do something with that. And then today I rolled it, and goddamn Gaia's Avenger.
You need like a Gaia's Avenger claws or something. I mean, because those things are $75 a piece. Do you have none of them?
No, I've got one, and now I've got another one on the way. Somebody sold me one for like $35 on
That's a
Discord.
little more appropriate.
Yeah, so I got to find 2 more, but it's up to my discretion when I roll this wheel, like how many I buy. So
okay. So there's that going on. I thought you had to max out at 4 or whatever.
No, I rolled the fucking wheel and I bought one, so I'm done. I don't have to do that shit anymore.
Okay, well that's a little better then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know what you do with. I mean, I had some ideas for Ivory Cup or whatever, and
I think your idea, like I don't know why I didn't think about it, but I think like the best thing to do with Ivory Cup is feed it to an ATOG.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
But that seems kind of like cheating, right? Because that means like any shitty artifact is just like, oh, feed it to an ATOG.
Well, that's only if you want to win.
Well, I think personally that if you're gonna do this, there's a lot of just bad cards that you're not gonna be able to play. Like if you get Dwarven Song, like make a card red. Like you're never gonna need that. But you have to make themed decks. So like if I got Ivory Cup, I'd be like, okay, this is the Holy Grail, and these are the Knights of the Holy Grail. And then I have like
that's a good idea.
You're gonna have to do it. There's just some cards that are just really fucking bad. Like you can't just every artifact, I just feed it to an ATOG, because dude, there's plenty of freaking really bad cards.
No, I like that. Pointless. I like that. So like Gaia's Avenger, I can just build. I don't know.
It goes nowhere, man. I don't know what you do with Gaia's Avenger. There's no way to make
just every card that has the word Gaia in it. I'll just
dude. So I got you, dude. I got you. So like green hates artifacts, like the scavenging folk and stuff. Like in elves and old like Dungeons and Dragons lore, we're allergic to metal. Like a real elf should be allergic to metal. They got rid of that because it made shit confusing in a video game when you give them a sword. So there should be no metal, but like you could build either a green deck that just like hates artifacts, and you could use the Transmogrificator to turn their stuff into artifacts.
I thought about that, but you might as well he goes up by 1. You might as well just put the counter on your own dude. You know what I mean? Just in case they deal with it.
Sentinel Druid.
I mean, you could juxtapose a brass man and give them an extra artifact and take their creature.
Or you can play no artifacts and juxtapose the fucking Avenger over to it.
Yeah, there you go. Give them the Avenger and dies because you have no artifacts. And then you don't get the other half of
Scavenging Folk, 4 Sentinel Druid, 4 Gaia's Avenger, and then juxtapose them. Like they're worthless. Like here, I have a Scavenging Folk. I don't play any artifacts.
Yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll just build some fucked up deck with Gaia's Avenger and Ivory Cup, and just be like, all right, I did it. I'm done.
Put them both.
Well, hey, if you give them a freaking Ivory Cup with a juxtapose and they're not playing white, it's a pretty bad card.
Yep.
Score 1 for you. You've just paid 4 mana to put a counter on your 1/1 creature.
Okay, Ivory Cup. Like if I'm playing against Red Burn, is it that bad to play if like the deck Cody won with? Like,
no.
Isn't that a badass sideboard card against goblins? Like that card would, if I played Ivory Cup against goblins, basically every turn I gain a life. That's good enough to beat You could just play it over Copperhead. But Copperhead's really good against like the deck when they hit you with a 20 power fireball, but
Yeah.
against goblins.
Yeah, I mean, like gaining just a little bit of life is good against, burn decks and stuff like that. It's just
Yeah, it's not a bad card, dude. You could just play White Weeding with Ivory Tower, and it's fine.
Just make a cup deck. You could just have the chalice,
all the cups.
cup, and you'd never win a game, but how cool would you be? Like, I
Stream
just
of
only
Life,
playing cups.
with the Stream of Life. Fountain of Youth, drink from the Fountain of Youth with the cup.
Didn't you say that was like our #1 YouTube videos? They just filmed the 2 rounds of Zach's out of town with my phone, and it's like our highest rated
That's like our
YouTube
top
video.
video right now. Yeah.
Is
on
it
YouTube.
really?
Yeah. Where us talking we should just play a game of Magic and record it in like an awful iPhone video, and we're gonna get more
10x our subscriber count overnight.
I really think though, Jason, I stick with it, man, that if you're gonna do this, you're just gonna get stuck with such bad cards that you're gonna have to get nerdy and make themed decks and make up shitty stories.
Yeah, I'll have to do something. I mean, at the end of the day, like if I have to, like I don't get to play enough Magic. That's the other thing. I don't get to play enough Magic to be able to because I'm already like, okay, I'm an Ivory Cup deck and I'm a fucking Gaia's Avenger deck. Like I'm gonna have too big of a backlog. So
I think
What
we
if
play around
what if you
once
made it
a
a
month.
challenge? We could just like next time Zach's out of town, we just have an event. It's like the the guy's Avenger deck. Like whoever
Right.
runs the best version of that.
Just once a week, spin it and buy the cards you need, and then whenever we meet up, you just build a deck out of you choose
Right.
from one of the ones that you bought.
Yeah, I'll do something like that. Like I'm having fun just spinning the stupid wheel and
Tell us every week what you get. I want to hear in like the tech group chat.
How does the wheel work? Is it a program or something you said, or?
yeah, here, let me show you.
Yeah, I'd like to.
So shoot, I'm on my laptop, so I can't do it. But if you go to here, let me share my screen. Yep. So it's called like Wheel of Names. Yeah, there it is, Wheel of Names. And so when you click on it, maybe. I don't know why it's being so slow right now. But anyway, it just brings up like a wheel, and then there's like a text box over on the right hand side, and you can just
I see it there.
Yeah, you can just like put anything you want in that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there you go. And so you can put anything you want. So I've got a list of all like my old school cards in Excel. So I just dumped them all in that thing. And the wheel is so big and everything's so small you can't even fucking see what it's doing.
But it tells you when you.
Yeah, but you hit the button and it pops up and it's like Ivory Cup and you're like fuck. And yeah, that's it.
So just everything you don't own. Okay, Wheel of Names. Very cool. This could be handy. I could use this thing for sure.
We get real nerdy with it because like one thing in my family anyway, nobody can ever decide what they want for dinner for the week, like what we're gonna cook for dinner. So one day I had my wife and the kids come downstairs, and we just took turns putting like dinners that we like on this list, and you can like save the list and just pull it back up whenever you want. So every Saturday, me and my wife come down. I spin the wheel 7 times, and then we make our grocery list and we go grocery shopping.
No way.
Yeah. So that way the fucking wheel just tells us what we're gonna eat this week.
What? That's pretty amazing. Yeah, I can't get it to paste though. Darn, I was trying to paste from Excel sheet. Dude.
Yeah, you can do it. You just have to like Control C, Control V.
I'm the master of copy paste. Oh wait, maybe hang on. Oh, okay.
There you
It's 'cause
go.
I did it
There,
for too
there
long.
it
Yeah,
is.
all right. So I see. And so this is kind of what yours looks
That
like.
looks so cool.
Yeah, so that's what mine looks like. But like you've got everything. I've got it such that like if I've got like camels, right? Like if I've only got 3 camels, then there's only gonna be 1 camel on the list. But if I'm missing like 3 camels, then there's gonna be 3 copies of camel on the list. And then I just randomize it
Oh my
because you can hit that
gosh.
little shuffle button and it'll shuffle your list up, and then you just hit the button. It's like playing Wheel of Fortune every week to see what you're going to spend
Urkel's
money on.
Recall.
Yeah.
All right. It's a good one. Urkel's versus. Let's see which card we're.
Dan, let's do our next podcast where we just spin this thing and talk about the card that pops up.
It's not bad. Think of basketballs? I'd talk about that for half an hour, sure.
Yep.
Did easy. It's better than better than cockatrice, right? Everyone knows that.
I don't know. Cockatrice. They
It's
don't
the
have to
same
block
card
it.
as cockatrice. Cockatrice has flying, right? It's the same
Yeah,
card.
but so it doesn't necessarily. They can just choose to not block. You put a lure on cockatrice, it's
Exactly.
garbage. Yeah. Think of basketballs.
It is awful. Exactly.
This thing's cool, man. Nice fun. I like it. Yeah. Open, new, save. Dang, I could sit here and spin this sucker all day long.
Yeah, it's super fun, man. So it tells us what we're going to eat for dinner every week, and it tells me what magic cards I buy. I don't have to think about anything now that I use this wheel.
Yeah, I like anything that prevents me from having to think. This is beautiful, dude.
And there's a little bit of excitement because you're like, am I gonna dump like $5 or am I gonna end up spending like $1,000?
Yeah,
Like,
all
what
right,
am I
let's see.
doing?
I'm gonna buy this next card. Let's see what we get. Need this in beta. Need this in black border. What is it gonna be? Petra Sphinx.
There you go.
Dang.
Get fucked.
$2 down.
Petra Sphinx is sick with Sylvan Library, dude. Because you know what the top card is.
Oh yeah. Or Field of Dream. There's a lot of Petra Sphinx. Awesome.
Dude, if it flew, it would actually be literally awesome.
It should, damn it. Really should.
Yeah.
I think
so.
Our next podcast, MG Alters wants to do Cyclone. That's a good one. I could see you spin this all day. He wants to do an altar cast, so I think we're going to try to get him on and talk altars sometime soon here.
Sweet.
He's been doing some cool stuff in that space. So
is he the one that does the border?
Yeah, like all the border
Swamps?
changes. He's done so much, and it looks
Those things are so cool.
so
like, I
time
hate-
consuming and detailed. I mean, it takes a certain kind of person to sit there and just draw those, backgrounds to match and the colors and everything. He does it all by hand. It just takes him hours and hours. And he has done some of the coolest stuff.
I hate I hate altered cards, but dude, the border things are amazing. Every time he posts one, I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah, so I'll have to gather this up. We'll do it and we'll talk about that on the next one, man. But yeah, I think he did some Soul Ring. It was like a multicolored card or something. He was gonna give me first dibs at a blue lightning bolt, which is really cool, but I just budgets, man. I got a family, freaking kids.
Well,
dude, that is, dude, so good. The Ollie from Cairo drinking a beer. Man,
that's sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
Gosh, that is next level, man. Makes me wish I had more time to go in here and check out these altars on the altar channel. Hey, did you guys follow? I'm sorry for being stupid and hosting a podcast about old school magic. Was the old school Discord? Was that an April Fool's joke?
No, they stopped. They stopped the buying and selling.
Oh look, I've started a trend here. Look at this. Spell blasting.
Damn,
Disenchant.
that's perfect. You need to get spell blasting cards that you spell blast. You spell blast what, like, I guess that's kind of what you did, but he has swords.
That's what I did. Yeah, I that's what mine is. Swords, balance. You know, I don't know. It was all the chaos orb. Yeah, there's one right there. The
So
red
good.
demonic tutor. The amount of time it would take to do that's crazy. So I don't know. We'll get to learn a little more about that on the next one. All right, boys. Anything else we need to hit tonight?
I don't know. If we get him on the podcast, I'm gonna ask how much it's gonna cost to draw dicks. I guess I don't know. But,
Is drawing a dick really altering? That's the question. Well, the I don't know. Maybe we get a little more detail on the BDGS. I don't know how quick I can get some feedback on my cards, but
oh yeah.
The big dick grading system is a tremendous idea.
And where did you find this at?
It's the All Things Considered podcast. It's like his team, but they do this thing called the board meeting, and it's like a borderline unlistenable, borderline amazing. You know, like you really.
Okay.
So they get together and they have issues and they take everything really serious and they talk about all the details of stuff. And then at the end they introduce this new company they're starting, and they're hoping to. See, I don't know if I can pull up Instagram quick enough or not, but yeah, so yeah, I got too many Instagram accounts. I feel like 5 accounts. I don't even know how to get. I got to do it on my phone anyhow. But yeah, they're official and they post them in the Discord. So
Okay,
Jason, you got some good ones, man. When he told me that, the first thing I thought was the hippie dude. Hippie.
I wish I had the necropotence.
The Dicropotence. Yeah, I don't know.
That one was good.
That might be over here in Steven's box of stuff I'm holding for him.
Ooh.
It could be over here. I might have to look through it.
I don't know. I've been working on a Marsh Vipers that I'm really putting my heart and soul into.
So you got like active projects over there?
Yeah, it's like I'll start drawing things and then I'll stop and then forget about it for like 6 months. But I've got like a Marsh Vipers where every single like snake is drawn. I've got the outline of a dick around it, so it's just like 300 dicks all intermingled with each other. I just need to color it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
That does sound amazing, dude.
You heard it here first.
It's like, I'm kind of excited for the dragon set that is coming to Sorcery and Jason's finished Dick masterpiece.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, these are the things. That's the same thing. I got a product for work. I'm trying to figure out like possible names, and I'm just trying to figure out if the freaking. I feel like Hosehound is a good, like, everyone's heard Hosehound. Yeah, isn't it a good product? A product name when you want a Hosehound in your plant.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I know. It's from Dumb and Dumbers. He's like, check out the fun bags in that Hosehound, which is probably not very professional, when you really incorporate that into business. But it's just a Hosehound. It's pretty good. So I don't know. My like 45th basketball, 6th grade basketball game this weekend. I'm deep in thesaurus searching of names and trying to come up with. I got 25, 30 names over here. So
yeah,
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, I know. I kind of like Hosehound because I can have a little dog box that goes with it. It could be a cool logo. I don't know. I feel like I could have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah.
To have the hose holster, which I also like. Those are the hose holsters, like up there too.
Dang, like a cowboy holding like a.
Yeah. It's like that
would look pretty cool.
That was not bad either. So these are the struggles I deal with.
Yeah. It sounds pretty rough.
It is tough, man. All right. Well, by next time, I'll look up this Instagram account. I don't know where.
What
Team
about
Sped's at.
massive hose energy? Like how you act if you have a massive hose, you know?
Like,
Big-
so-
big
so
hose
big dick
energy.
energy is big hose energy. I like that one.
Yeah, you know how you feel when you just get that big hose in your hand, that big hose energy.
Yeah, this is true.
Good commercial.
Team _ sped MTG. What was I looking for? Oh, I looked up the word clamp, which I thought seemed pretty harmless, in public or whatever. Apparently, that's like code for naked anime chicks or whatever. I don't know. It just was really awkward what was coming up on my screen. I'm just searching for clamps, and like everything was like 12-year-old anime chicks half naked. I'm like, I don't normally look at this stuff. I swear I'm trying to find something
That's
normal
weird.
here. But I don't know what clamp was. But I'm like, I gotta quit. I gotta just leave right now and not look people in the eye.
Huh.
Freaking internet, man. Never catch on.
Well, yeah, I typed in Team Sped and Instagram. I don't know.
It's a team _ sped. Team team _ MTG. Hey, that's pretty good. There's some good ones on here. There's a Kenny Powers.
Team _ sped MTG.
_ MTG.
Oh. Oh, okay, there they are. All right, what we got here?
Yeah, we could end on this here because I mean these guys they're doing God's work.
Okay. There's some sports cards.
So this, Sixers get me hard. So
Yeah.
this got a BDGS of 7. Like, that's not bad.
Yeah.
This is only a 4. So this is what you got to pay them right here. This is the only payment they accept.
This is payment in sea spirits.
Yeah, you got to pay, and it's gonna be Ice Age Sea Spirits.
Shit.
But so now
you know,
this, see, I don't know why they haven't graded this yet, because this is a pretty solid one, right?
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I'd like to know the grading it got, but I guess
Damn
they
it,
haven't
how
slabbed
am
it yet.
All right. So now I've got to pull out all my sea spirits out of my
I
bowl.
mean, here's a 9. I mean, this is pretty good though. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a
Damn.
Hulk with huge dick. Yeah.
He's holding it up.
He's holding it. He's clearly ripped it off, Macho Man. And it's like, yeah, that's a good one. That's a 9. Why am I the only one really entertained by this? This 1991 Jose Canseco 7.
Dude, I had that fucking card when I was a kid. I remember that shit.
I can see how it would scar you. Yeah. Yeah, the other day I did the Sea Spirit, and I just real quickly went into Photoshop AI and added an arm, and then just put it on, and no one really picked up on that. They're like, man, things were weird back in Ice Age. The color pie was all screwed up. You could pump blue cards, and like no one got on that. He's like, that can't be a penis. That's gonna be an Audi, right? And like, but I just drew an arm. I don't know if I could find my own account at this point. I guess I'm the Ebon Hand, right? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so see, I added that arm in AI. It was super quick.
See, if only-
seriously,
if only-
what is that thing in his stomach? It's way It's too high to be his wiener.
He pushes the limit on artwork. Did you see that icy manipulator? I haven't been on Instagram forever. When you guys were talking about Instagram, I was like, I want to check it out. Icy manipulator won the top unrestricted artifact of all of old school. Which
Oh, no kidding. Dang.
Time Bolt is actually the right answer, but hell yeah, guys. Everyone voted on their favorite card, not the best card.
No.
Icy's sweet. Icy's cool to win. It's the
Yeah,
most
Icy's a
nostalgic for sure.
good option
Most
for sure.
nostalgic artifact.
All right, boys. Well, I appreciate it. Good pod.
I'll see you guys. Yeah,
Keep this up later. Glad we got back together. I'm sure I forgot more than I remembered.
Yep. Oh well. Another banger.
Sign off with a spin of the
off with
wheel.
Let's go. Let's go.
Time Elemental.
Elemental.
God, I love that card.
Yep.
This wheel knows me.
Just don't attack with it.
What a weird add-on. All right. Good. It's a banger. We'll see you
All
guys.
right, see you guys.
See you guys later.
Enjoy the eclipse.
Oh.